cameras come to Cowley Stadium for tonight's impressive Speedway encounter. The year is 1999. These two teams first met in 1929. On that day, the Aussies come out on top. Today, the English lead the series 1-0. It promises to be in thrilling action indeed. Here at Oxford, it is England v Australia, the third test. We're going to go down to the pits. We're going to speak to one or two of tonight's riders, and then, as always, we'll bring you all the action. OK, with me now, we've got the undoubted star of Oxford at the moment, Todd Wiltshire. Todd, the Aussies, they come here tonight. They're 1-0 down in the series. You're on your own circuit. Everybody's going to be looking. Can you do it?
Well, I think so. It's we're a little bit, concerned that, without Jason now, that things might be a bit harder for us. Around here he's certainly guaranteed 12, 13 points minimum. So we're on the back foot, so to speak. So I think that might work in our favour. We're all thinking we've got to ride a lot harder now, and I think we'll give it a good show.
Now, it's interesting because you've come back from a pretty serious injury, and you're probably showing better form now than you were before that actually happened all those years ago. Yeah,
certainly the time of the accident, I'm showing better form now at present, but no, it's good fun. I'm enjoying the return, and doing it slightly different nowadays than I used to. I'm a bit more level-headed and more mature, and try not to put myself in too many situations, accident situations, whereas before you don't even think about that, you just go for it. So, at times things are going well now, and I'm doing 4 leagues now, which surprisingly I'm enjoying as well. So it's going well.
Now, the Aussies here tonight, as I say, they're 1-0 down, just 2 points that defeat at Hull. It must have been a bit of a sickener.
It was a sickener. I mean, we were going down at the start of the meeting. They were beating us quite comfortable. And then we come back and we were, I think, 4 up going into Heat 14. And they had a 5-1 over us in Heat 14 and drew the match into Heat 15. So it all come down to the last race, really. But the problem was the other night was there was no real test match. The track was really awful. I mean, it was disgustingly dry and very slippery. And I don't think anyone here, including the England team, enjoyed the meeting the other night. It all come down to a start, and it all come down to one race, and England come away with 2 points. So disappointing for us, but get us ready for tonight.
Now, the Hull track doesn't really encourage passing anyway. It's very narrow. This one here, you can really race on it. And your boys, I mean, you've got 3 home guys here. You're going to be looking forward to this.
Certainly, I guess if you were to pick a track for the Australians to do well, you'd have to sort of lean to Oxford. So, with Jono and Boyce and myself in the team. But saying that, you look at the strength of the English team. Paul Hurry, who's now been promoted to #1 for Oxford Elite League team, is riding at reserve for England. So, just goes to show that sort of competition we're up against tonight. So, it's not going to be so easy.
Now, the two nations, I mean, a couple of years ago, they were both on back footing, really. They were dropping down, but the circles turned. The Danes have been pushed out, the Swedes have pushed out, and now England and Australia, probably the 2 #1s again.
I think in a 6 or 7 team format, I think England and Australia are 2 of the most strongest teams in the world, without a doubt. So it's, shows for a good test match. But yeah, the normal World Team Cup where you've got 4 riders plus a reserve, it's fairly even. You've got the Swedes going very well, Jimmy Nelson and Tony Riccards and the Carlson brothers and maybe a couple of others there. So yeah, the 4-man team's not so easy for Australia or England, but certainly the 7-man format, we're very strong in the world and in team depth.
Well, we know that a good crowd are going to be here tonight. They're going to be looking forward to it. We all are. Have a good meeting and maybe speak to you afterwards.
Cheers. Thank you.
Okay. Now we've got England international Chris Louis. Chris, the job is half done. We're 1 up in the series and a great chance tonight to settle the issue.
Yeah, well, as you said, it's half done, but we've got to finish the job off now. I mean, the two matches so far have been very, very close. Obviously a draw, and then we won only by 2 points. So they're certainly not going to lay down and let us get on with it. So it's going to be a battle on the hands, I think.
Now, this track, unlike the Hull one, you can really race, you can pass. So it's going to be very interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, our team is full of racers and so is theirs. I mean, we've got people like Joe, Mark, Scotty, Stoney was getting stuck in. Paul knows the track very well. So, we've got very good chances. They've obviously got a couple of home riders in Todd and Boyce and that. So, they're going to be giving it a go.
Now, you've had a sort of up and down season so far. You've had a niggling little injury. Have you got over that?
Yeah, it's not 100%, but it's not really affected me too badly.
And the Lyons' chances tonight, I'm going to put your neck on the line here. Victory?
Yep.
That's great. Well, we want to see the action. Enjoy it. Good one.
Cheers.
Thank you. Now we've got Hull's Joe Screen. Joe, I've just been talking to Chris. He said the job is half done. We can really settle this one tonight once and for all.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult. We're racing against sort of Oxford's sort of own riders, the Australians. There's a few of them in there, and I think it's going to be difficult tonight, but we'll see. A few of the boys go good round here, so I'm looking to go good as well.
Now, your own form this year has been pretty impressive. You're really in a racing sort of mood, so around this circuit you can produce the goods.
Yeah, I've only been here once this year and I didn't really go that well, but you know, in the last few weeks I've been going okay, so you know, I'm looking forward to tonight.
Now, the Lyons, I mean, a couple of years ago they didn't have a particularly strong side, but all the youngsters who were coming through have all really clicked together, so we've got a good lineup here.
Yeah, you know, the team could be better. You know, Gary Havelock's definitely missing. You know, the way he's been going, he deserves to ride for England again. But, you know, we've got some good lads, you know, good friends as well. You know, I've grown up with, like, Mark, Stoney and Chris sort of through the junior stage. So it's, you know, it's quite a friendly sort of atmosphere we've got.
And you're obviously confident that tonight you can clinch this Ashes series?
Yeah, you know, we didn't win it last year, so we want to, we're all keyed up to win it this year.
OK, we'll have a good meeting. We look forward to the action out there on the track.
Cheers. Thank you.
Here now we've got the England team manager, Dave Jessup. Dave, you've done all this before, and it's a bit like a throwback to when you were a kid, because all of a sudden all these good English guys have come good once again.
Yes, it's a great time for me personally as team manager, obviously, to be, not to say looking after them if you like, but trying to shape them into a team unit. And yeah, it's great to work with the guys. They're superb to work with. They're no trouble whatsoever, and yeah, let's hope we can carry on winning, and yeah, then we'll all be smiles.
Now, as I said, you've been there, seen it and done it all. What sort of advice do you pass on to them, or is it these days they're all so experienced you don't need to?
Well, they are all experienced, but I mean, I just pass on what I see and what I know when there happens to be an incident that I think needs a word or two. I mean, they ride every day. You know, I mean, they're professional riders. We've got the cream of the English crop. Yes, they know exactly what they're doing, but there's occasions that I sort of get them maybe a little bit more motivated than they were. I heard one of them talking very negative at Hull the other night, and I just took him to one side and said, you know, that we need to get more positive vibes. You know, the track's the same for everybody, this and that and the other. And he said, oh, yeah, I can't believe I was saying that. And it was an oversight, you know, and, well, as it happened, he went out and got a good few points, so I won't use no names, obviously.
Now, you managed to... OK, now, as we said, you've been there and done it all before, and this team management thing for you, I mean, you've got the bite here, the English Lions, I mean, they're one up in the series, and you obviously want to continue with that.
Oh, but of course, we obviously can't lose. Even if we lost tonight, it would be a draw. Not happy with a draw. We really got to take the bull by the horns, or the bulldog by the horns, and win this leg as well. It would be very nice. It's the closest match we've had, nearest to my home, so I haven't had to travel right up to Bellevue and Hull. But we'll look forward to a good result. On the winning front, last year we beat the Australians, and at this moment, Test Series-wise, I'm undefeated England manager, so I'd very much like to remain that way.
Well, let's hope that is the case. We'll find out in 15 heats' time. Have a good meeting.
Thank you very much indeed.
OK, the team's coming out onto the circuit here at Cowley in sunny Oxford for the final test match. It's England versus Australia. The Lions, they lead the series at the moment by 1-0. The other one being drawn. This is the one that counts. Tonight it is England and Australia. So the two teams coming round the circuit here. There's a good crowd once again to witness the action, and it really does promise to be something pretty special. Well, we're going to quickly run through both of today's teams. We're going to start with the Australians. Well, they do have one or two changes in their lineup, and that is caused by the injury of Jason Crump. So moving up to the number 1 race jacket, that will be Leigh Adams, and Leigh rides for Kings Lynn in the Elite League. Coming into the number 2 race jacket is a young man they know very well here at Oxford. That is Craig Boyce. He rides for the local side, the Gresham Cheetahs. Jason Lyons moves into the number 3 race jacket. Jason, a superstar up there in Manchester, he rides for the Bellevue Aces. And at number 4, we've got Shane Parker. Shane now serving his Speedway up there in Humberside. He rides for the Hull Vikings. Number 5, he needs no introduction. Listen to the crowd here. The two teams coming round there, down in front of us. And, well, they are really geared up for this one. And number 5, it is the local lad. He's got an average at the moment of 8.54 per meeting for the Oxford Cheetahs. That is Todd Wiltshire. Steve Johnson is the number 6, and he also rides for the Cheetahs here at Oxford. And at number 7, Ryan Sullivan, well, we've seen him in action for the Peterborough Panthers. That is the visitors, the Australian team. Their team manager is Neil Street. Well, the riders are going to be introduced to this huge crowd here at Cowley. And, well, we really are looking forward to a very, very exciting 15 heats of Test Match Speedway. So the teams first met way back there in 1929, and the Australians, well, they ruled the roost in those days. They took just about every honour there was to have at that time, and of course that is where the Speedway first came over from, way back there in the 20th. So the riders there on the track lined up, looking good. We go through the England lineup at number 1. That is Chris Louis, and Chris of course rides for the Ipswich Witches. He has an average of 9.13 per meeting. Scott Nicholls at number 2, rode for Ipswich last year. He's certainly Speedway nowadays down there in Dorset, riding for the Poole Pirates. Mark Loram at number 3 really needs no introduction to Speedway at the moment. He is on fire, and he is riding also for the Poole Pirates. So the visitors being introduced here to the crowd. So we'll carry on looking at the England lineup. Martin Dugard at number 4, he rides for the Eastbourne Eagles. And Joe Screen at number 5, he's a member of the Hull Vikings. The number 6 needs no introduction to the home fans. That is Paul Hurry, and what a super reserve he could turn out to be. And the only change in the England team at number 7, that is Carl Stonehewer. And Carl, the only Premier League Speedway rider here on show tonight. He rides for the Workington Comets. So all the riders getting momentum to Remember the Day by Todd Wiltshire there in the white leathers. First came over riding for the Wimbledon Dons back there in the 1988. And of course Steve Johnson there, a great favourite here at Cowley. Well, warm applause for the visitors. Listen to the crowd here for the Lyons. Huge applause for Mark Loram, the man of the moment, the British champion, the overseas champion, the Swedish Grand Prix winner, all in a matter of weeks. David Jessup, the England team manager. He has done just about everything there is to do in the sport. He wasn't quite world champion. He certainly was world number 2 back there in 1980 when he followed home another English rider. That was Michael Leigh. So you heard him say earlier he is unbeaten as an English team manager. He wants to keep that going. They've beaten the Americans, they beat the Aussies last year. They're out here to do it once again. The 2 team managers coming out for the toss of the coin. So Leigh Adams calls it the tails there. He loses the toss, so good sign there for England. They choose gates 1 and 3 in heat number 1. Riders beginning to appear on the track for heat number 1, and riding in the white helmet for the visitors there, that is Leigh Adams. And well, Leigh, very, very accomplished, come over rather late, started for the Kings Lynn Stars in a live match against the Peterborough Panthers, seen on Sky Television. And he will certainly be one to watch. He's got an average of 9.40 per meeting, and he comes from Mildura down there in Australia. Well, when he first came to the UK, they hoped to get him in at Wimbledon, but that all went wrong, and he ended up riding for the Poole Pirates and led them to the National League Championship. So his partner in the opening heat will be Craig Boyce, and Craig, of course, rides for the Oxford Cheetahs right here each and every week, and, well, also made his National League debut way back there in 1989 against Wimbledon, again riding for the Poole Pirates. For England in the red helmet, that is Ipswich Stars, Chris Louis, and his partner in the blue helmet, now serving his Speedway down there in Poole, that is Scott Nicholls. The referee tonight is Mr. Paul Ackroyd, and no doubt he'll have this one fully under control. The riders coming to the line. England have gates 1 and 3 in the opening heat. So the starting marshal waiting for the riders to come to the line. Everybody here in the stadium is right on the edge of their seats. Chris Louis then in the red helmet riding for the Ipswich Witches, but for England tonight. Made his England debut against Australia and Sweden back there in 1991. So the riders then at the line, it's Louis on 1, Adams on 2, Nicholls on 3, and Boyce on the outside away they go into the first turn, and it's Louis who's made a superstar. Louis leading, and coming round to join him it is Scott Nicholls. So England 1 and 2 in the opening heat here. Nicholls on the outside, Louis on the inside, Adams back in 3rd place. What a start for the Lions. Down the back straight, Louis riding that line tight, Scott Nicholls riding mid-track, absolutely no room for Leigh Adams. So Adams moving right out wide, trying to find a way up the inside of Louis, but it's Louis keeping his young partner out there in front, round the bottom turn. Scott Nicholls leading away from the Lions. 2nd place, Chris Louis. Still Leigh Adams busting a gut back there in 3rd place, switches back up the inside, but Louis is still holding him at bay. Round the bottom turn, they've got to make it to the checkered flag. What a start for the Lions. It is a win for Scott Nicholls. 3 points to him, 2 points to Chris Louis. 1 point to Leigh Adams, no points there for Craig Boyce, but what a start for the Lions. They taken the opening heat by 5 points to 1. So Chris Louis, the only rider to come round, but what a race that was, and what a start for the Lions. 5-1 to England after 1 heat. So the riders coming out on track for heat number 2. Paul Hurry, he's in the red helmet. Of course, he rides here for the Oxford Cheetahs. They'll be looking for some points here from him in the red helmet. His partner in blue, that is Carl Stonehewer. Carl riding for the Workington Comets up there in Cumbria. And well, he is the only Premier League rider on show here today, but that shows exactly what sort of talent he is. In the white helmet, that is Steve Johnston. He also rides for the Oxford Cheetahs. They have 3 Aussies in their team and 1 England international, all on show here tonight. In yellow and black, it is Ryan Sullivan, and Ryan, of course, rides for the Peterborough Panthers. Last year, of course, he was riding for the Hull Pirates. So England leading on the night by 5 points to 1. And well, it really was a perfect start. Dave Jessup, we saw him leaping up and down. He'll be hoping to continue with that sort of form throughout the evening. So the riders then coming to the line. It's Johnson on 1, Hurry on 2, Sullivan on 3, and it is Stonehewer on the outside. And away they go. And a very even start, but it's Johnson who's got away. It's Johnson in front for Australia. Second place, it's Hurry coming through. In the third place, it's Sullivan trying to find a way around the outside. It's Carl Stonehewer, but it is Steve Johnson in front. So Johnson leading the way from Hurry, trying to find a way through on the inside. It's awfully tight, and Sullivan just about hanging on there to third place. Stonehewer going right out wide, trying to find a way around the outside. In front, it is Steve Johnson from Paul Hurry, and Sullivan getting right up the exhaust pipe of Paul Hurry as they go round that bottom turn, and Stonehewer trying the outside run, and he's really screwing it on, and he's out there in the dirt, but Sullivan holding him out. And here comes Stonehewer again, and Sullivan really having a scrap here for that third place point. Johnson is going to win it, no doubt about that. 3 to him. 2 points there to Paul Hurry, 1 to Ryan Sullivan. No points there for Carl Stonehewer, but Super Speedway, that's a 4-2 to the visitors, the Australians, and that means the scores after 2 heats. It's now England on 7, Australia on 5. So Steve Johnson getting the applause of the huge crowd here at Cowley tonight. So the riders coming out on track for heat number 3, and what a bundle of TNT we have out there this time. In the red helmet, it is the British champion, that is Mark Loram. His partner in blue from the Eastbourne Eagles down there in Sussex, that is Martin Dugard. For the Australians in the white helmet, that is Jason Lyons, and his partner in yellow and black, that is Shane Parker. The tractor still on the circuit at the moment. We've got to wait a few more seconds for this one to get underway. The Lions in front by 7 points to 5. And the riders are actually on the 2 minutes. The referee, Paul Ackroyd, having the siren sounded, but they're all out there on track. We're just waiting for the tractor to clear the circuit, and then we'll get underway with this third race. On the inside, in the blue helmet, that is Martin Dugard. He's 30 years of age, comes from Brighton down there on the Sussex coast. In the white helmet, it is Jason Lyons, the Bellevue youngster. In red on gate number 3, that is Mark Loram, and Shane Parker in the yellow and black helmet. He's on the outside gate, gate number 4. So the bikes rev, the green light goes on, and away they go. And a charge for the first turn. It's a super start by Dugard on the inside. Dugard in front, and coming round him in a white helmet, that is Jason Lyons. Mark Loram getting squeezed out. He's through now in the third place. Parker is at the back. So Jason Lyons in front for the Aussies. Still Dugard in second place. All sorts of problems for Loram back there in third place. Parker it is, right up Loram's exhaust pipe at the back. Still Lyons in front, Dugard going right out there in the dirt, but Lyons just pulls away. Loram it is still in third place. Parker is at the back. It's going to be a 3-3 should it stay like this. So Jason Lyons, the Bellevue ace in front. Still Dugard in second place, and Mark Loram somewhat surprisingly back there in third place. Parker is at the back. Lyons wins it 3 to him in Australia, 2 to Dugard, 1 to Loram. Heat number 3 is split 3 points each, and that means the Lions are still 2 points in front. It's England on 10, Australia on 8. The riders coming out on track for heat number 4, and they're in the white helmet. First one to the start. It's a 31-year-old from Bankstown in Australia. That is Todd Wiltshire. Todd, of course, now riding right here every week for the Oxford Cheetahs. His partner in yellow and black, that is Ryan Sullivan, where Ryan rode in heat number 2. He picked up a third place point. Carl Stonehewer, the Workington Comet, he's on the inside gate, gate number 1 in the blue helmet, and his partner in the red helmet, that's a 27-year-old from Derbyshire. That's Joe Screen. So Todd Wiltshire turning round to clear his goggles as the tractor leaves the circuit once more as we prepare for the 4th race of this final test match. It really couldn't be closer. It's England 10, Australia. They're just 2 points behind on 8. So Wiltshire has pulled back. He's going to do a little practice start. He's coming up to the line. The starting marshal is calling him into place. So it's Stonehewer on 1, Sullivan on 2, Screen on 3, Wiltshire out there on the outside in the white helmet gate number 4. So the riders testing the patience here of the starting marshal. It's Wiltshire we're waiting for to come into the outside gate. And you can see there Wiltshire pointing to Joe Screen, but Joe Screen is within his rights. He's in his own square. And now they're at the line. Here we go, heat 4. It's an even start, but it's Stonehewer who got a flyer from the inside. Stonehewer in front, second place at the moment. It is Sullivan, but coming round the outside, it's Screen into second place. So England once again 1 and 2, and here comes Wiltshire. Wiltshire going round the outside of Screen. What a pass! Into the first and second turn once more, and Screen comes back up the inside of Wiltshire. It's all changing this one. But Stonehewer a long way in front for the Lions from Joe Screen in second place. Wiltshire back in third. Sullivan is at the back. It's England 1 and 2. Down the back straight once more. Carl Stonehewer in front for the Lions. His teammate and partner Joe Screen is sitting pretty behind him. They've got 1 lap to go here in heat number 4, and the Lions really are roaring tonight. Round the bottom turn, it is Carl Stonehewer, and what a win for the young man from Workington. 3 to him, 2 to Screen, 1 to Wiltshire. No points there for Ryan Sullivan. It's another 5-1 to the Lions, and they now lead by 6 points. It's 15 to England, it's 9 to Australia, but Carl Stonehewer come out with a super win in heat number 4. So Cole Stonehewer coming round on a well-deserved lap of honour, and the fans absolutely love that one. So the riders coming out on track for heat number 5. Mark Loram, the rider in the red helmet. His partner in blue is Martin Dugard. For the Australians in white, it is Leigh Adams. And in yellow and black, it is Craig Boyce. Well, Dugard and Loram, they took a second and third first time out. Adams and Boyce, they conceded a 5-1 in that opening heat, so this one could be very, very interesting indeed. Craig Boyce will be off the inside gate. He's in the yellow and black helmet. Next to him in gate number 2, in the red helmet, that is Mark Loram. Leigh Adams, he will go off gate number 3 in the white helmet. And Martin Dugard in the blue helmet, he'll go off the outside gate, gate number 4. So Adams it is, we're waiting to come to the line. Dugard now turns round as well as the sun beams down on us here at Cowley. So Oxford here, the home of Elite League Speedway each and every week. And well, the fans have been rewarded with this test match. They're enjoying themselves and they're looking forward to this one immensely. It's the Lions in front by 15-9. The starting marshal having a look at Martin Dugard. And well, a bit of gameplay here. Dugard just about in his square, as is Leigh Adams there in the white helmet. Mark Loram waiting patiently. He's pulled back there in the red helmet as the riders come back to the line. So it looks like we're now ready to go. It is Boyce on 1, Loram on 2, Adams on 3, Dugard on the outside. And away they go. And into the first turn, it's the Lions in front again. It's Dugard and Loram. Dugard leading the way. He made a super start off the outside. Loram there in second place. Third place at the moment is Craig Boyce and Leigh Adams at the back, but it's the Lions who really are up for it tonight. Down the back straight. Martin Dugard in the lead for England. His teammate and partner Mark Loram there in second place. Third place, it is still Boyce at the back, it's Adams. And well, the Lions really are going for it. They're on another 5-1 here, and this will give them a 10-point cushion. Round that first and second turn once more. Dugard in front, looks over his shoulder, he sees his partner, and that is Mark Loram in second place. Round the bottom turn as they come for the checkered flag. Dugard wins it, 3 to him, 2 to Loram, 1 to Boyce. No points there to Leigh Adams, and that is another 5-1 to England. And all of a sudden there is daylight between the sides. It's 20 to England, it's 10 to Australia. 10 points between the sides for Martin Dugard and Mark Loram producing the goods there in heat number 5. So Martin Dugard, an ex-Oxford rider, coming round here under the applause of the crowd. So the riders enter the arena for heat number 6. The Lions in front by 20 points to 10, and they have a phenomenal lineup here once again, because in the red helmet that is Chris Louis and his partner in blue is Scotty Nicholls. Now this pair hit a 5-1 in the opening heat. In white it is Todd Wiltshire and his partner in yellow and black is Steve Johnston, but Johnston was all 5-1 from Joe Screen and Cole Stonehewer. What will happen here in heat number 6? We will find out in the next 60-odd seconds. But it is Scott Nicholls who will go on the inside gate, gate number 1 in the blue helmet. His partner on gate number 3 is Chris Louis. Todd Wiltshire in the white helmet. He'll be off gate number 2. And in yellow and black, it is Steve Johnston. He's on the outside gate number 4. So we got 2 Oxford homesters in this one, but we've got 2 very hot Englishmen indeed, in Nicholls, the under-21 champion, and Chris Louis, who is now an established Grand Prix rider. So the starting marshal calling them to the line. We're waiting for Louis, we're waiting for Wiltshire. Nicholls is all ready to go on the inside. Johnston is ready to go, waiting patiently on the outside. This is heat number 6. So lots of kidology here at the start, but we're now ready to go. The green light is on. And away they go. And into the first turn, it's Wiltshire in the white helmet, but squeezing through on the inside and taking him very wide. It is Scott Nicholls. Nicholls in front, and Wiltshire getting shoved right to the back as Louis tries to come round the outside of Johnston. And it's England 1 and 2. So Nicholls done a marvellous job on that first and second turn. He's in front. Second place is Louis, and it's the Oxford and Australian pairing of Johnston and Wiltshire bringing up the rear. Round the first and second turn once more. Nicholls on the outside, Louis on the inside. Problems for Wiltshire, who clip the boards. But the Lyons are in front, and they are looking a real force in this one. Wiltshire's machine popping around at the back, but it is Johnston in third place. But this pair can do nothing about the Lyons as Nicholls and Louis come home for another 5 points here in heat number 6. And well, the Lyons are really up for it. The Australians have a mountain to climb. It's another 5-1 to England, and they now lead by 25 points to 11. And well, what a start to the home pairing and the home team in this deciding test match here at Cowley. Around they come, Nicholls and Louis, the pairing who have once again hit another 5-1 to the British Lions. Heat 7, and the lineup in the red helmet, it is Joe Screen. His partner in blue is local lad Paul Hurry. In white, it is Jason Lyons, and he's the only man to really shine for the visitors so far. He was a winner first time out. And his partner in yellow and black, that is Shane Parker. So Lyons will go off the inside gate number 1. Joe Screen, he is on 2. Parker is on 3. Hurry is on the outside. The Lions are 14 points in front, and so far they've had things very much their own way. The referee, Paul Ackroyd, has had very little to do other than put the riders on 2 minutes to come to the line. Other than that, everything else has been all hunky-dory for him. But the action is still there waiting. The bomb has been ignited, and any minute we could have an explosion. It's Lyons on 1, it's Screen on 2, Parker on 3, Hurry on the outside. And away they go. And once again, Jason Lyons making a super start off the inside, but the red light's on very, very quickly. That one has been stopped. We've got to wait for the decision from the referee, Mr. Paul Ackroyd. And, well, you heard it there. He has declined that one an unsatisfactory start. All 4 riders to come straight back to the line. So Jason Lyons really got away very, very quick. He's got to do it all once again. He is on the inside grid number 1. Screen, it is in the red helmet right there next to him. Parker coming into the gate 3 position, and Paul Hurry on the outside. The Lyons, well, he's a winner first time out. He'll be a bit unhappy about that one being stopped. He was in front once again. So once again, the digging around at the start as the kidology comes into force here. So Lyons then coming to the line. Next to him, it is Screen. There is Parker in the yellow and black helmet. Parker Parker, of course, rides for the Hull Vikings. Paul Hurry on the outside. We're ready to go. And away they go. And again, Lyons has got a flyer. Lyons in front, Screen on the inside in second place. And round the outside. Oh, it's getting awfully tight to go into the bottom turn. And Screen is at the back because Parker's come round them. And coming into second place is Hurry. So super ride by Paul Hurry, but it's Screen at the back, Parker there in third place, and Screen coming up the inside of Parker and really diving through very, very hard round that bottom turn, but it's Lyons in front. Lyons leading the way from Hurry in second place. Screen is third at the moment. At the back it is Shane Parker. So Jason Lyons from Mildura in Australia, he's in front. Still in second place, it's Hurry. Third place, Screen. And this one looks pretty settled as they go round the final two turns. It is a comfortable win for Jason Lyons. 3 points to him, his second win of the night. 2 to Hurry, 1 to Screen. No points there to Shane Parker. Heat number 7 is split 3 points apiece. There is still 14 points between the sides. It is now 28 to the English Lions and 14 to Australia. The riders coming on track then for heat number 8. And well, we're looking down to see if there's any changes. It doesn't look like there is at this moment. We can see Ryan Sullivan, we can see Craig Boyce, so team manager Neil Street resisting the chance of throwing in the big guns. Although I suppose at this level really they're all big guns. Scott Nicholls, well, he's had a couple of wins so far, 2 out of 2. He's in the red helmet. And Cole Stonehewer, he was a winner last time out. He's in blue. So it's Sullivan off the inside. Cole Stonehewer, he's down there in the blue helmet, gate number 2. Gate number 3, that is Craig Boyce. And so far, Boyce has scored just 1 point, the same as Sullivan. And Sullivan, the rider, on the inside in yellow and black. On the outside, of course, it is Scott Nicholls. So the pendulum would tend to sway in the way of the Lions. They are in front by 28 points to 14. There is a mountain to climb for the Aussies, but they are convinced they are still in with a chance. England, of course, lead the series 1-0. One has been drawn. It will all be decided tonight on this one. So the riders eventually coming to line. Sullivan, Stonehewer, Boyce and Nicholls. And problems there for Ryan Sullivan, whose machine has stopped. He's on the inside. And, well, he's running back to the pits. The 2 minutes time allowance is ticking away. And it is too late because Ryan Sullivan has been excluded. So Sullivan excluded, therefore we got to wait for the change. And well, it can only be Steve Johnston. So all sorts of problems for the Roos here this evening. They trailed by 14 points, and now they've lost Ryan Sullivan under the 2-minute rule. He's got machine problems down there at the start. So the riders coming to the line once again for heat number 8. There he is in the yellow and black helmet. That is the change. Steve Johnston, well, he was a winner first time out. He had a third last time, and he was one of the riders who were on the wrong end of a 5-1. So he's in for Sullivan, of course, who is excluded under the 2-minute time allowance. So Carl Stonehewer is on gate number 2. Craig Boyce is out there. He's in gate number 3, and Scott Nicholls on the outside gate number 4. So the starting marshal being very, very patient with the riders here as they come to the line for heat number 8. And Nicholls being pulled up into line. We're now ready to go. The starting marshal walks away. There he goes. The green light goes on and away they go. And into the first turn. It's getting awfully tight. And once again, the red light's coming on very, very quickly. And no doubt about it, first spin bunching that time. This one is going to be rerun once again. And it should be all 4 riders back to the line.
It started with...
So once again, the riders are coming out for heat number 8. And well, all 4 riders come back to the line after that first bend melee. Unbelievably, none of them fell off. So the amber light flashing away down there in front of us. That means the riders have just 2 minutes to get to the line. They've used up most of that. The referee, Paul Ackroyd, here tonight being very, very lenient at the moment as we wait for the restart of this race. And it's Johnston then back on the inside gate number 1. Stonehewer on 2, Boyce on 3, Nicholls on the outside. So the Lyons in front by 14. They lead 28-14 as we prepare for the race, which will signal the halfway point of the meeting. Green lights on. This time the starting marshal walks away. Forward movement by the rider in white. But the tapes haven't gone. The red lights have come on. There is a malfunction at the start. We've got to wait for the referee's decision on that one. So we're going to try again. The tapes didn't ride, but there was a lot of movement at the start that time. So once again, we're going to try and restart heat number 8. The nerves are jangling here as the Lions look to take the Ashes series. Here we go. And away they go. And it's a very even start, but it is the Australian pair in front and Boyce taking Nicholls very, very wide. And that has let the rider in blue, Carl Stonehewer, through into second place. But it's Johnston in front. Johnston leading the way and all sorts of problems there. As a rider in the red helmet, Scott Nicholls lifted coming off that turn. He's through into third place. And that has left Great Boyce at the back. But it is Johnston in front and Nicholls has stopped. Nicholls' machine has stopped, and that means Stonehewer must go it alone for the Lions. He's chasing hard, but it's Steve Johnston in front from Stonehewer in second place round the bottom turn. It's getting awfully tight as Johnston goes wide. Stonehewer is right there just waiting for the slip round that first and second turn, and here he goes again. Can he get up the inside? He can. It's Stonehewer. Carl Stonehewer in front. Here comes Johnston, but he's gone wide, and the Lion is going to win it. 3 points there to Carl Stonehewer. What a ride by the Workington rider, the only Premier League rider in this field, and he has just torn the Aussies apart on his own. So 3 points there to Carl Stonehewer, 2 points there to Steve Johnston, 1 to Craig Boyce, 3 points each in heat number 8, 31-17, but it's Carl Stonehewer who is the hero in heat number 8. Fun and games in that race with Scott Nicholls in particular, and well, the referee Paul Ackroyd on the phone here in the referee's box, speaking with the Australian team manager Neil Street. And Neil obviously not happy with the way that one went. Steve Johnston has burnt his clutch out at the start. He's asking for extra time, but the rules are the same for everybody, and I'm sure Paul is trying to put that over. Let's see if we can butt in on this conversation. That's why I put the reds on to get the rules. Yeah, okay. Well, obviously we couldn't, but we can go straight back down to the track and get on with the racing for heat number 9. So the riders then on track for heat number 9 in the red helmet on the outside gate. That is Mark Loram. Now, Mark was born in Malta, but he is English, and well, he loves riding for the Lions. He loves riding for his country. He's very, very proud indeed. Next to him, once again, it is Steve Johnston, and he's in the yellow and black helmet. He is off gate number 3, moving inwards in the blue helmet. That will be Martin Dugard. He will be in gate number 2. Todd Wiltshire, the fastest man over the first 25 yards when he first started. He's finding the going a bit tough tonight. He is on the inside gate in the white helmet. So the Lions leading by 31 points to 17. The green light's on. And away they go. Oh, and it is Wiltshire off the inside who got an absolute flyer. Wiltshire leading the way. Dugard in second place, passed by Loram. Here comes Loram trying the outside swoop. But it's Wiltshire still in front. Wiltshire leading the way from Loram in second place. Dugard there on the inside in third place, making sure that Johnston stays at the back. But it's Todd Wiltshire leading the way. Round the bottom turn, Wiltshire in front, and he really has got a wasp on his tail here, because it's Mark Loram in the red helmet diving up the inside, trying to find a way through. Dugard sitting pretty in third place, but the battle is up front with Wiltshire in front. Loram in second place, really busting a gut. Diving hard into that first turn, but it's a perfect pass by Wiltshire. He is the man in front. Loram really giving it a go round the bottom 2 turns for the final time, but it is going to be Wiltshire who comes home for the victory. 3 points there to Todd Wiltshire and Australia, 2 to Mark Loram, 1 to Martin Dugard. The heat is split 3 points apiece. 34 points to England, 20 points to Australia. 9 heats gone, 6 to go. The Lions are in front. Heat number 10, the riders coming to the line. The Lions are really singing very, very loud. They're in front. They're looking comfortable. They're looking for victory very early in this one tonight. They lead by 14 points, and coming to the line, it is that superstar pairing for the Lions once again. It's Chris Louis in red, so far unbeaten by a visitor, and Scott Nicholls, his partner in the blue helmet. He's had 2 wins and machine problems in his third one. In white, it is the rider in the white helmet. That is Jason Lyons. He is so far unbeaten, 2 wins out of 2 for him. In yellow and black, it is Shane Parker, and so far Shane has failed to produce the goods. We really should have an action-packed here. We got 3 riders who, bar 1 machine failure, haven't been beaten all night. We got Shane Parker thrown in there, and he can't be discounted at any time. So the riders digging away at the start as we wait patiently for the 10th race to get underway. The starting marshal calling them to the line. Here we go. Parker on 1, Nicholls on 2, Lyons on 3, and Louis on the outside. The bikes rev away once more. The green light goes on, and away they go. And into the first turn, it is Parker on the inside who's got the drop. Parker leading, and he's being attacked by Chris Louis on the outside and Nicholls on the inside, but it's Louis who's gone round him. So Louis in front from Parker in second place. Is third, and Jason Lyons, who's won a couple of races, he's at the back. So Parker coming under pressure, and here comes Nicholls trying a big swoop round the outside. Super Speedway's getting awfully tight there as Parker threw the back wheel out. But it is Nicholls who comes through in a second place. Louis in front, and the Lions, well, it's as you were, they're on another 5-1. Chris Louis leading the way from Scott Nicholls in second place. Still Parker in third place, and Jason Lyons pulling up at the back. He's out of this one. So round the bottom turn, it is Chris Louis leading the way for England, and he goes over the line for 3 more points. 2 points going to Scott Nicholls, 1 to Shane Parker. It's another 5-1 to England. 39-21 they lead. And well, they're almost home and dry. Chris Louis and Scott Nicholls doing it the hard way from the back. It's another England 5-1. So we're going to let the crowd bring them home on this one. Listen to this. Number 11, 39-21 the scores in favour of the Lions, and there is no let up from them, because in this one in red they have Joe Screen. His partner in blue, that is Paul Hurry, and he's just 25 years of age. In white it is Leigh Adams, he is 28 years of age, and it's the old boy in yellow and black, that's Craig Boyce, he's 32. So the tractor just leaving the circuit as we prepare for the 11th race. The Lions in front, 39-21, 46 is their target. They've got 6 heats to go. In fact, they've only got 5 heats to go, so it could all be over after this one. So Screen on 1, Boyce on 2, Hurry on 3, on the outside, that is Leigh Adams. So the riders at the line once more to green. Light is about to come on. Starley Marshall walks away, away they go. And it's Screen off the inside. Joe Screen in front for the Lions, and coming round to join him up front, it is Paul Hurry. Nipping blue on the inside, really putting in a challenge in yellow and black. That is Craig Boyce, but Adams is at the back. It is the English in front. Joe Screen leading the way. The Hull Viking in front from Paul Hurry. The Oxford and his England teammate, they're in second place. Still Boyce in third place. Adams trying to come through to take up the challenge. But it is England on the old 1-2 once again. 5 points here will all but settle the dust. Joe Screen a long way in front for the Lions. Still Hurry in second place. Adams beginning to make a challenge. He's in third, and Craig Boyce is at the back. But what a ride here by the Lions pair of Joe Screen and Paul Hurry. And they go round the bottom turn. They've got to make it to the checkered flag. Screen is going to win it. 3 to him, 2 to Paul Hurry, 1 point to Leigh Adams. A 5-1 to England there in heat number 11. And now the Lions have 44, the Roos have 22, and it is England who have taken the Ashes. So they're turning them round to come again. Here comes Joe Screen and Paul Hurry, victorious for the Lions here. They're going to celebrate with a wheelie, and they really are putting on a show here tonight. England in front, 44 points to 22. So we go into the final 4 heats of tonight's meeting. The Lions home and dry. Now the Roos are racing just for pride. The Ashes, they are staying in the UK. So let's have a look at the lineup for heat number 12. Riding in red, it is the British champion, the overseas champion, the Swedish Grand Prix champion. That is Mark Loram. His partner in blue, he's had a couple of superb wins, done it the hard way from the back. That's Carl Stonehewer. Riding in white, it is Jason Lyons. He won his first 2 heats before running home last time. And in yellow and black, a very busy man tonight, that is Steve Johnston. And so far, he scored just 6 points. So Jason Lyons coming to the line now. He's going to go off the outside gate in the white helmet. And well, he rides for the Bellevue Aces. They're due here in a couple of weeks' time in Elite League action. So he's getting some first-hand knowledge of the circuit. And well, he's looked pretty impressive so far. So let's take a full look at the lineup. On the inside gate in the red helmet, that is Mark Loram. Gate number 2, yellow and black, that is Steve Johnston for Australia. For England in the blue helmet, gate 3, that is Cowley Stonehewer. On the outside in the white helmet for the Australians, that is Jason Lyons. Remember, the Lions of England have already guaranteed victory here tonight. The Aussies, they have well and truly been thumped. They're out here to try and make it look a bit more respectable. Here we go, heat 12. And the charge for the first turn, it's Loram who's made the drop. Loram in front, awfully tight there for second place. It's Lyons in second place, Stonehewer third. Johnston is at the back, but it's getting awfully tight up front with Mark Loram in pole position. Round the first and second turn, Mark Loram in front from Lyons in second place. Stonehewer chasing hard in third place, going right out wide into the dirt, trying to find a way round the Aussie as they come off the fourth turn. Oh, what a ride! And Cowley Stonehewer goes through into second place, and there is no let up for the Lions here. In front, Mark Loram, Stonehewer in second place, third place Jason Lyons. At the back, it is Steve. 1 lap to go here in heat number 12. So Super Speedway here at the Cowley Stadium as the Lions roar with Mark Loram in front. He's heading for the checkered flag. Over he goes. Second place, it's his partner Cowley Stonehewer. What a trump card he's been at reserve. He's had 3 wins out of a possible 4, and he really has looked pretty superb. Jason Lyons 1 point there, and no points for Steve Johnston. It's another 5-1 to the Lions, and they now lead by 49 points to 23, and this is begetting a bit of a hammering. Here they come. Listen to the applause of this crowd. So on track then for heat number 13, just 3 races to go. Chris Louis is in the red helmet for the Lions. His partner in blue is Joe Screen. Well, Louis is so far unbeaten by an Australian, and Joe Screen, well, he's chipped in very nicely with 6 paid 8 out of a possible 9. For the Australians in white, it is Leigh Adams. He go off the inside gate. So far, he scored just 2 points. And in yellow and black, that is Todd Wiltshire. He was a winner last time out. So far, he scored just 4. So the Lions have been really rampant here tonight. They have not only won the series, they've won it in style. We've still got 3 races to go. And on this one, the Lions will once again be favourites for the spoils. So the riders at the line as the green light goes on. Starting Marshall walks away. And away they go. And the charge for the first turn, it is Adams and Wiltshire who've got away. Adams in front, Wiltshire in second place. Louis coming up the inside as they go round the bottom turn. It is Adams on the inside, Wiltshire on the outside. Adams looking for his partner. Screen it is in third place, Louis at the back. Round the bottom turn, round the back straight. It is the team riding pair of Wiltshire and Adams. In front, Joe Screen there. In third place, looking for a gap to try and find a way. The door shut firmly by Adams and Wiltshire. Superb team riding to keep the English pair at bay. It's been a long time coming. It's very, very late. It's too late because England are going to win. But Australia in this one are showing what might have been. And here comes Screen trying to find a way through on the inside. But superb team riding here by the Australian pair. Adams and Wiltshire, they've led from pillar to post. They've ridden side by side. And they've got a 5-1 there to the Australians. At last, some glory for the visitors, something to cheer about. They're still 50 points to 28 behind, but for Todd Wiltshire and Leigh Adams, it's a great moment for tonight's test match. The Aussies at last beginning to shine, although it is rather late. So the riders preparing for the penultimate heat, heat number 14. In the red helmet for England, it's Martin Dugard. So far, he scored 6, paid 7 out of a possible 9. He's been pretty consistent, as have all the England teams so far here tonight. His partner in the blue helmet, that is Paul Hurry, and Paul has scored 6, paid 7 out of a possible 9. These pair, along with the rest of the Lions, really have been in fine form. For the Australians in the white helmet, Shane Parker, so far he scored just 1 point, although he did lead his last race before being picked off in super style by Scott Nicholls. And his partner in yellow and black, also on just 1 point, that is Ryan Sullivan. So once again, on current form, it would favour a Lions victory in this heat. However, the form book is quite easily turned upside down these days. They're all ultra professionals as we prepare for the 14th race. So here we go. And away they go, and a nice even start. But it is Hurry and Dugard who have got the drop. Hurry in front, Dugard in second place. Third place at the moment in the white helmet, it is Shane Parker, but coming round the outside it's Sullivan, but it's Hurry in front, Dugard in second place. The Aussie pair are trying hard, but they really are up against a flying England team here tonight. Hurry in front, Dugard in second place, and as you were for the Lions. So Paul Hurry leading the way down the back straight, rides for the Oxford Cheetahs here every week. And Martin Dugard in second place, of course, spent many a year riding for Oxford. Round the first and second turn, Hurry well clear. Dugard comfortable in second place. Still Sullivan in third place, and Shane Parker is tailed off at the back as England come home to another 5-1. Hurry wins it 3 to him, 2 to Dugard, 1 point there going to Ryan Sullivan. No points there for Shane Parker. Another 5-1 to the Lions, and with 1 race to go, it's 55 to England, 29 to Australia. So here he comes round for the applause of the crowd, the victorious winner of heat number 14, Paul Hurry. To the final heat of the match. The Lions comfortable, they've won it, but now we've got the grand finale. 6 laps of exciting top-notch speedway right here in front of us, and representing England from the Oxford Cheetahs, that is Paul Hurry in the red helmet. His partner in blue is Martin Dugard. In white for Australia off the inside, that is going to be Todd Wiltshire. And in yellow and black, it is going to be Steve Johnston. So what a lineup for this heat. We've got 3 current cheetahs, and we've got an ex-cheetah as well. So it's Hurry and Dugard against Wiltshire and Johnston. It promises to be a real humdinger. So the riders coming back towards the starting line as the starting marshal calls them into place. Wiltshire on 1, Hurry on 2, Johnston on 3, Dugard on the outside. Remember the Lions, they've won this one, they've won it at a canter. They hope to go out in style. This one is 6 laps. So the green light is about to come on. Starting marshal walks away, away they go. And a charge for the first turn. It's getting awfully tight, but it's Wiltshire and Dugard coming round the outside. He goes in front. So Dugard leading the way from Wiltshire in second place, third place, and trying to find a way through on the inside. It's Paul Hurry. The race is for second place. Dugard is well clear. Still Wiltshire in second place, and Hurry nipping through on the back straight. Paul Hurry comes through, and it is England 1 and 2. Johnston's pulled up out the back, but it's Martin Dugard and in front for England. Down the back straight once more. Dugard in front. He's been in superb form all night, as his partner there in the red helmet, Paul Hurry. Todd Wiltshire in third place can do absolutely nothing about it. His bike is now spluttering, but the Lions haven't spluttered at all. They have led from the word go. They've taken the match by the horns, and they have really romped home tonight. So Hurry on the outside, Dugard on the inside. Wiltshire a long way back in third place. The Lions are rubbing it in. Remember, this race is 6 laps. They're about to start the last one now. And Dugard in front for England. And, well, this has summed up the performance. They have been superb all night from 1 to 7. And they are coming home here for a 5-1. They're almost half a lap ahead of Wiltshire now as they head for the flag. It is Hurry Dugard who go up line together with the referee. The verdict on that one. Todd Wiltshire comes home in third place. It's another 5-1 to England, and that gives us a final score of England on 60 and Australia on 30. A 5-1 to finish with, and a win for Paul Hurry and Martin Dugard. England winning by 60 points to 30. So time to run through the scorers, starting with the visitors from Australia. Number 1, Leigh Adams. He scored 4 and 1 bonus. At number 2, Craig Boyce. He scored 2 and 1 bonus. Jason Lyons at number 3. He scored 7 points. Shane Parker at number 4. Just 1 point for Shane. Todd Wiltshire at number 5. Top scorers for the visitors, but only 8 points to show for his efforts. Steve Johnston at number 6. He scored 6 points, and Ryan Sullivan picked up just 2, a total of 30 for the Aussies. But the victorious Lions, it was Chris Louis. 7 paid 8 at number 1. Scott Nicholls at number 2 scored 8, paid 9. Mark Loram at number 3 scored 8 and 2 bonus. And Martin Dugard at number 4, 10 and 3 bonus out of a possible 15. Terrific performance there from young Martin. Joe Screen at 5 scored 7 and 2 bonus. Paul Hurry at number 6, top scorer for the Lions, 12, paid 13. And number 7, the super reserve, that was Carl Stonehewer. He scored 8, paid 9, a total of 60. So the Lions victorious on the night by 60 points to 30. They're about to come round for the lap of honour. They've been superb all night, no doubt about it. Team manager Dave Jessup, he picked a great squad here, and they came out on top. So the final score here at the Oxford Stadium is England on 60, Australia on 30. So we're going to try and have a word, if possible, with 1 or 2 of tonight's riders, and then of course it will be time to say cheerio. We hope you've been... Okay, with me now we've got England. Carl Stonehewer. Carl, tremendous team performance from 1 to 7, but you must have been equally chuffed to bits with your own form at tail there.
Yeah, I had a bad first ride, you know, and I thought, God, I'm in for a bad meeting, but everything turned out right in the end.
Now, here you are riding in the Premier League for the Workington Comets, and then you come here against a world-class lineup and show exactly what you can do.
I don't know, you know. The Premier League is hard, you know. Everyone knocks it, and the top 15 blokes in that league, you know, they're good enough to come here any day and do what I've done today. So, yeah, there's nothing easy about the Premier League apart from, you know, the lower end of the teams, really.
And what about your own form? Because you've really been flying this year and obviously very much enjoying yourself.
Oh, it's marvellous at the moment. Everything's going right, and apart from a few blow-ups I've had, but, you know, the scores are going well, and I'm just enjoying it. It's fabulous up at Workington. I'm having a marvellous time up there. Everything's good.
And also on the World Championship trail, you're not that far away from Grand Prix success either.
No, it's only 5 rides, isn't it, if I come in the top 2 next month. So, you know, I'm optimistic. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm fairly confident about it.
OK, well, we know you're going to go and get changed in a minute. Perhaps go and have a beer or two to celebrate a very, very good victory. Congratulations.
Thank you. Cheers. Thanks a lot. All right. Cheers.
So thanks to Carl Stonehewer there, and we do apologise for the digits down in the bottom corner of the screen, but we did feel that interview was worth showing. The Premier League's #1, showing exactly why he is the Premier League's #1. Now the team, the English Lions, victorious on the night. There's the reminder of the score, 60-30. They've won the series by 2-0. One match was drawn. They're coming round for the presentations, and we're going to let the crowd cheer them on and enjoy that moment from us all here at the Network International Video Corporation. From me, Ken Burnett, from our film cameraman Richard Watson, it's time to say cheerio.
Keep it close, so it's Swindon and Coventry side. Yeah, it's Swindon, Workington, Sheffield and Stoke. Yeah. Oh, you're right. Yeah, they blew it in the last week, and they so supposed to
Absolutely superb. Thank you.